I'm known for covering some things really well. I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I feel like I'm too much of a novice to be an expert, but I'm not at that point, but maybe I am, I don't know. There's a couple things that I cover really well, so people automatically come to me for those. Electronic music I know like the back of my hand because I used to work as a DJ, and because I follow it really closely, and I'm totally contact me to do stories about, like, especially like the weirder, like, just like the weirder it is, the more I'm probably going to be called to cover it. Parties in warehouses, I'm there, you know. Parties in vans, probably. So you have to have your areas of expertise, and your areas of expertise should be what you really love to do. You have to think of this is your business, you're the boss, this is your game plan, your budget, everything. I think it's the route that a lot of people are going to be going with the layoffs that have been happening within the news industry. So I guess I was having this conversation with somebody, an editor friend of mine, and he was saying about how, like, people who have been freelancing actually have an edge over people who were working at a paper and are now freelancing, because if you already were freelancing, you already know how to hustle. That's the most important part. It's actually more important than actually being able to write, is to be able to generate the work. How you're going to generate the work is by meeting people, by sending out your clips and your resume. Do you guys all have clip books already? You want to get those started as soon as you can. And if you're a freelancer, most likely you're going to have another job on the side. I don't like telling people that, because maybe they'll think that, you know, you're not a real journalist or something like that, but it's kind of more of a state of, it's more a reflection of the economic state of the U.S. at this point in time than whether or not you're actually a good writer. So don't feel bad if you have to take something on the side. Okay, seeding is when you try to get your story as many links as possible. You want to do this to increase the traffic so that it goes up on Google. When they're searching, when you type in Neil Gaiman on Google, I want my story to come up towards the top. So most of my friends, this is like a list of like 500 people, got a personal email from me saying, hey, I did this story, I think you should check it out. If you can, send it out to your friends. So I did that. They went and they sent it out to their friends. So, and to my knowledge, it got reposted and reposted after that. So that generated a bunch of hits. My brother did the same thing, and I had a bunch of my friends do the same thing. So after that, what I did was I started looking through on Google and Technorati to find every blog that had mentioned Neil Gaiman's new book, The Graveyard Book. I emailed all of them with the link to the story, told them who I was, told them, I think you'd really be interested in this. I didn't really mention, if you can repost it, that's great, but most of them did. Your editor has a lot of work to do. They're there all day, they're managing the staff for their department, plus all the freelancers for their department. It's a lot of work. So you want to make their load as light as possible. That's why I help seeding my own stories and stuff like that. You want to take that initiative, because people are going to go back to you and ask for you to do more work for them if you show that you can do it and they don't have to bug you to get things.